Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Nishant Godar, 4th sem pursuing Information Science in SVCE, subject Analysis and Design of Algorithms. Topic 1, Analysis of Algorithm Efficiency. Fundamental of Analysis of Algorithmic Efficiency. Analysis Framework. Efficiency of an algorithm can be in terms of time or space. Thus, checking whether the algorithm is efficient or not means analyzing the algorithm. There is a systemic approach that has to be applied for analyzing any given algorithm. This systemic approach is modeled by the framework called analysis framework. The efficiency of algorithm can be decided by measuring the performance of an algorithm. Analysis of algorithm is a process of investigation of an algorithm's efficiency respect to two resources, running time and memory space. The reason of selecting these two criteria are simplicity, generality, speed, memory. Time efficiency of time or time complexity indicates how fast an algorithm runs. Space efficiency or space complexity is the amount of memory unit required by the algorithm, including the memory needed for the I per P or input or output. Analysis of algorithm. This is the mind map. Space complexity. The amount of memory required by the algorithm to run. To compute the space complexity, we use two factors, constant and instance characteristics. S of p is equals to C plus SP. C, C indicates constant space taken by the instruction variable identifiers. Indicates space depend upon instance characteristics. For example, add a comma b, return a plus b. S of p is equals to c plus sp. S of p is equals to c plus 0. A comma b occupy one word size, then total size come to be 2. Time complexity. The amount of time required by an algorithm to run for time complexity. For instance of multi-user system, executing time depends on the many factors such as system load, number of other program running, instruction set used, speed of underlying hardware. Frequency count is a count denoting the number of times execution of statement. For example, calculating the sum of n numbers for of I0, I is less than n, I plus. Sum of is equals to sum of a of I. This is the statement and the frequency count and its code, matrix addition code. The frequency count is the statement and the frequency code. Measuring an input size. Efficient measures an algorithm is directly proportional to the size or range. So an algorithm efficiency could be measured by a function of n, where n is the parameter of indicating the algorithm input size. For example, when multiplying the two matrix, efficiency of algorithm depends on number of multiplication performed, not on the other matrices. The input given may be the square or not square matrix. Some algorithm requires more than one parameters indicates the size of their input. In each situation, the size is measured by the number of bits and the n binary representation. Example of sorting: naive algorithm of n square, best algorithm n log n. Units of measuring running time. The running time of an algorithm depends on the speed of particular computer, quality of the program compiler used. To measure the algorithm efficiency, they identify the important operation core logic of an algorithm. Operation is called as basic operation. So compute the number of time the basic operation is executed will be running time. The basic operation most will be in the inner loop, it is the time consuming. Using the formula of the computing time can be obtained T of n is equals to cop of C of n. The running time of the basic operation, the execution time of the basic operation, the number of times of basic needed to be executed. Order of growth. The order of growth. Measuring the performance of an algorithm is the relation within the input size of n called order of growth. The order of growth for varying input size of n can be 1 to n numbers and log of n log of n square and 2 of n. This is the rate growth of common computing time function as shown in the graph. Worst case, best case, average case, efficiency. The algorithm efficiency is measured by the function of an parameter, the size of algorithm input, but the algorithm for which the running time depends on the input size and the particular input. Time space trade off. The time space trade off is a basic situation where either a space efficiency can be achieved at cost of time or a time of efficiency can be achieved at the cost of memory. Thank you.